In example 2 of section 7.1 here, it's asking us to consider the data in example 1 and identify the outlier and tell how the outlier affects the mean, median, and mode. So let me go back to that page. One thing I forgot to do in this first one was to tell which measure represents the data, so I would like to refer to that first. So when we are figuring out which of these best represents the data, you notice 965, the mean, is higher than all of these with the exception of one data. So that doesn't do a very good job of describing it. The mode is 825. That's lower than most of the data. So that doesn't do a very good job of explaining it either. The median would actually be would best represent the data. Okay, so I kind of forgot that part. So kind of compare each of these values to the data and see which one represents it the best. Okay, now on to example 2. We said that the $16.50 here was an outlier. Most students made between $8.25 and $9.25, so they were all within a dollar range, and then all of a sudden, poof, we got this rich student making $16.50. So what we want to find out is what would happen if I took that $16.50 away from the data. Okay, now let me look at the mean and mode first since I'm right here, and then we'll consider the mean afterwards because the mean is the one that's the most work. If this 1650 were not here, there would now only be 7 values. Now, I told you to take the number of values and divide by 2 when you're finding the median to find what's in the middle. Well, if I divide 7 by 2, I'm going to go get 3.5. Always round that up to the next whole number, which would be 4. So if I count 4 from each end, and remember I'm not counting 1650, 1, 2, 3, 4, 865 would be in the middle on both sides, 1, 2, 3, 4. So remember what I said, when there's an odd amount of data, there will only be one number in the middle. So the median changes to 865. Now the mode's going to stay the same. There's still two $8.25, so the mode didn't change at all. The median went down just a nickel. Now, what happens to the mean? The median went down a nickel. Did the mean change? Well, if I go back to my calculator here and we look at this, I had added all these values. Well, I'm going to go back up, and you can do the same thing with your calculator, and I'm going to hit enter, which will paste this in here. Now, I'm going to go back, and I'm going to leave these values all the same except that first one. I'm going to delete that 1650. Now to delete it, I'm just going to keep hitting my delete key here. 1's gone, the 6 is gone, the decimal, the 5, the 0, and the plus. So now I've just got all the other values. And now the other thing I have to change is I'm no longer adding 8 values, I'm only adding 7 of them. So I'm going to change this 8 to a 7 and hit enter. So now the mean, let me go back here, the mean has now changed to $8.67. So it went down by almost $1. Okay, so the mean has gone down to $8.67. So as I go to the next page, how does the outlier affect the mean, median, and the mode? Well, the mean went down 98 cents. Went down from 965 to 867. Okay, the median stayed almost the same. It just went up 5 cents. I'm sorry, it didn't go up, it went down, didn't it? Yeah, usually when you have a outlier that's high and you take it out, everything will go down. So it went down 5 cents. Let me just double check from 870 to 865. Now the mode didn't change. The mode stayed the same. Now, the second question is describe one possible explanation for that outlier, okay? Now, these are all people, students that were hired for the summer by this amusement park, okay, an amusement park. So why would one student be making more than others? Maybe they have a more important job within the place, or other students are just, doing, kind of simple jobs, and this other person has a more important one. So that is it for example 2. Good luck with that.